Well, guys, today is the 1st, January 2019 at 11:30 a.m. here in Connecticut at 57 degrees. Do you believe it? And it's not too bad out there as far as wind. So, anyway, I hope all have a healthy, safe, and happy New Year. Make the best of what you got, because there are people out there that have it worse. But at that point, do what we got to do, and that's all there is to it. So today, what am I doing? Well, I've already done a lot, actually. Let me take you around here. I'm not done with it. I'm just in testing stage at this point. Yeah, and I'll start something else in the interim. Yeah, and I'll have 10 testing things going. When I looked at, I had that fan up here, you guys, if you remembered earlier, that one. Well, I remember when I bought this stove, there used to be a fan here. Basically just like that one, but just one a little bit bigger. And it would blow in here, blow up, and this is all hollow. There's a wall, as you can see. This is the firebox. And then this here is your heat exchanger, if that's what you want to call it. And the heat, this gets hot in here. The fan would blow in, blow the heat up. And the top of this is grated, so it would just blow it up. And hopefully, or supposedly, we're supposed to give you a little bit of a forced air. Now, I didn't see it doing much, so I decided I'm just going to take it off there, because I had another use for the fan anyway. And it was working, to me, the same. However, I have this, and I have these little holes here. Well, you know what? There were two of them side by side over there. The perfect size for those two fans to fit in the way they are. So I said, well, check that out. So I just stuck it on this real quick and leaned it against there, because I want to see how it actually works before I start going nuts. And I want to close this off, and the bottom is somewhat closed off, but not a lot. But I want to close this off, so I'm going to put a piece of tin on this and put some self-tappers in it real quick. And I'll probably close this one off too, because the more air that it's pushed up, the better off it's going to be for me. Now, it'll probably escape out of this a little bit as well, but that's all right, because anything that comes out is going to give me heat. This is a double-sided pipe, so I don't have to worry about that. So that's kind of where we're at, guys. So I just got to cover that up. Now, that's that project going. Now, also, I had talked to you before. I use these bricks for starting. All right, my fire. I cut them in half, sometimes in thirds, depending on the wood. Well, the store was out of them. And there's only one place around here that sells those, believe it or not. So I asked the wife to go over and pick up a couple more boxes. And she did, and they were out. So, well, they had 18 of them. And I usually buy 2 boxes of 24. So she says, I got you these, because something is better than nothing. Well, this is true. And these were like $5 for 18, I think, something like that. But they strike up real easy. I found that out. But, oh yeah, there's a but. The but is, if the wood isn't totally ready to burn, seasoned, kindling, small, to get it started, it doesn't last or get hot enough, long enough. Now see, that gave a great fire, but this is the second one I've put in there already. So I'm hoping that it'll catch. I mean, they strike up like crazy. Well, you see what I use. I don't know how they'd work with a striker. I'll try one later. I'm not a striker guy, but I'll try one just for the hell of it to see. And then I guess they would be easy to store and pack, if you were going out, backpacking or whatever. The other ones, I still say if you cut them up into, one bar, one of those bars or those bricks cost you about 80 cents. and you could probably get 10 to 12 pieces out of that. And you want to keep the paper with each piece, because the paper, believe it or not, helps light the thing. But you need some type of a petroleum, because with a striker, it doesn't want to strike. You need something to get that striker to hit that spark, to grab it the first time around. So, alright, so anyway, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to work on putting the winch on the front of the van. I haven't got a bumper really made for it, so I have to do some modification, which is going to be an easy modification actually. The bumper naturally is a good metal bumper. What I want to do is bolt this to this, and then I have to come up through the bottom to bolt the winch on. So I have to notch out these areas here for the winch. So I'm going to go out and get that and see exactly what I got to notch. I'd like to have a piece a little wider. Now, if I had a piece about 2 inches wider, it would be great. But anything that I have that's wider isn't as thick. So, you know, it's just not going to do it. So, you know, because I want to make sure that I've got a, or do I? No, I want to make sure I got a good bite. Yeah, this isn't heavy enough. So I gotta kind of make good with what I have. So I think I can make it work. The problem being is this is aluminum. I mean, it's heavy aluminum. It's not going to go anywhere. And this is metal. If this was metal, I would just weld it on and say screw it. But do I have anything over here? I should go look around my scrap piles. I bet you. Let me go outside and look. No, I'm not going to take you guys with me. But this is going to go and slide in to the bottom part of the bumper. The bumper has a if you got the bumper, it's got a little cutout right here, which is probably about 6 inches by about maybe 25, 30 inches. So, and this is all solid flat right under here. So what I'm going to do is slide this in. It'll slide into about here. And then I can put bolts, which is going to bolt down to the bottom of this bumper. And there's a frame hook here and a frame hook here. So I'll have a good connection, so I don't have to worry about it ripping out. I'm not crazy about the aluminum, but it'll work. It'll work. So like I say, I don't plan on doing a lot. I gotta go outside and don't look around. I wonder. I've gotta have. Oh, wait a minute. No, I can't use that because I use that for on the tractor, so I can't use that. I don't want to start taking things apart. But I may have some more of that iron or metal. Well, I'll take you with me. What the hell? Let's go to the shop out here for a minute. Oh, it's really nice out. Wow. I mean, it's a little breezy, but it's not bad at all. You know, when you walk out here, it's almost a warm breeze. I told the wife this year that we're going to get all this crap out of here. It's been here long enough. I haven't used it, so it's time to get rid of it. The boxes I'm going to keep, but I'm talking about the scraps that I keep around just in case. Like now, for instance. You know, I'm looking for something. And, I mean, this is somewhat organized. On the other property over there, I think I showed you when I had the 3D camera going, I throw things over that fence and leave it there for like a year in case I need something. I'll go over and get it. And then at the end of the year, I just go grab it and throw it out and get rid of it all. That's not organized at all over there. Oh, you know what is over there though? Nah, I don't want to do that. It's too much work. It'd be easier for me just to go buy something. Put that up there for now. This should be here. I don't want water getting in it. Put it that way. There. I know it's a mess back here. Oh, and Ms. Moto TV asked me about these cylinders. These are test cylinders. And as you look at them, they got dates, the weight, and the strength. There's a place here in town, and they make high-rise parking lots, you know, with concrete and all that, and bridges and the bridge arcs and all that kind of stuff. They build the parking lots. They don't really build the bridges, but they make all the stuff for the people that do build the bridges. And they use these for testing because they have to have a certain amount of strength to the concrete in order for it to work. They used to use and make these, but they found that they were wasting a lot of concrete. So by, you know, just making a few changes to the mathematical figures, they were able to downsize them and still get the same results. And then what they do is they put them into a crusher to see just how much pressure it takes before they start to crumble. And then they let them hang around for a while, and they make a bunch of them at a time because they have to test them at different strengths because they actually make the concrete. And at that point, that's what these are for. So basically, they're blocks that were made for testing, and they're leftovers. And I get them for nothing. So I get them because I make retaining walls and things over there with them. And I'm actually thinking of, that's why I have so many right now, is digging down and putting them in the ground upright like that and making a walkway with them. So all you'd see are the tops. So, you know, it's just certain things you get used to. You know, I'm not used to, I just, when I'm bored, I find things to do. So, but that's what those are. Those are testers, and those used to be the testers. You see a lot of these around East Haven, Guilford, Brantford, because you know, sometimes they look to get rid of them, otherwise they got to pay to get rid of them. You know, when they dump them, they go by the weight. Well, what they do for me, because my wife is the executive secretary over there, they deliver them and stack them for me. So, which is nice. All right. Aha. Aha. Maybe. Maybe. Oh, well, it's heavy enough, that's for sure. Do I have enough flat surface? Yes, I do. Oh, wait a minute. This is gonna interfere. I need flat, and this isn't flat on this side. And I don't have enough of it there or here. If I was able to have that center, that'd be more than enough. So that's not gonna work. But as far as strength-wise, that would have been perfect. You guys watch, what's his name there, #1 Chopper. I believe he's down there in Australia, or over in Australia, or whatever. And he made that cart, that fishing cart, motorized, whatever. Well, I have a bunch of parts from two, like hover-rounds. That's one of the arms with the remote on it, the joystick. And I got all the tires over there. And I have 4 motors. And I have another complete, oh, it's up there, another complete joystick. A better one than the one I just showed you. There's the motors over there. And he gave me an idea, you know, because you get ideas from watching. There's a pump. I know I may just go off track every now and then. Now see that? Now by itself, that's not wide enough or thick enough. If it was thicker, that would be fine. There's the other joysticks. Here's one, here's another one. And then I got forward and reverse gears that I can, or high gear, low gears, because one of them, believe it or not, was made for like going through, you know, like through sand to the beach, you know, and stuff like that. So it's got a lot of torque to it. So I was thinking about making a four-wheel drive cart just to have something to do. Okay, I don't see anything over here. There is a light switch back there. However, I can't get to it because I got drinkable irrigation. Well, it's not irrigation. Here's drinkable PVC or whatever it is. Tires that came off the van. The spare tire that's usually on the van. So I can't get back there, but I don't see anything back there. Now, wait a minute. Here we go. What's this? Oh, God, that's heavy. Oh, jeez. No, this is a sliding unit for a chair or a tractor or a seat. I don't want to wreck that. Besides, it's not going to be enough there to do it with anyway. There's some more motors. There's tin. That's not heavy enough. Below the bottom here, I don't know if you can see it, that metal piece. There's a metal piece down there. It goes all the way down. It's so that the when you bring things in with the hand truck, you're not going to chew into the side of the truck body, because that's what it is. So it's basically there to protect the truck body, but it's not quite heavy enough to act by itself for what I need to do. I mean, the mount has to be able to carry the same weight as the winch or more. Otherwise, you know, it's not going to be any good. You know, it's only as good as it's only as good as its weakest link, like a chain. Gotta drink the water out of that. Alright, I don't think I have any more scrap around here. Those are going to be antennas. Those are tomato cages. No, that's not going to be enough. I don't have anything in here. Chimney sweeps. Gas line. That's underground gas line. Generators. Lights. I gotta get rid of those lights. I'm tired of looking at them. I don't put them up. Window frames. No, that's a cushion. Well, it doesn't look like I got anything in here either, so. These are nice cords to have around. These are heavy 30 amp stuff. And I got the splitters so you can tie two together. I got the adapters so you can plug them into a regular plug into a 30 amp circuit. This is all stuff that when I had the boat. And I don't want to get rid of it because they're cords. You can always use cords. I don't need that ring anymore. The line on that will have to be replaced sooner or later. Maybe I'll take it down. There's a Go Light for those of you who may have heard of them. They're remote and they are super bright. These lights, I got two of them. And they were both on the boat. And I had this one on the van for a while. The old Astro van that I had. The thing, I tell you, they're nice lights. They're remote. So all you gotta do is hook up power to them. They don't draw a lot of power, so you don't have to worry about running, 8-gauge wire to make them work. And I'll tell you, I'm thinking 20 years old. It doesn't seem that long. Wow! I put these on my boat back around 2000 or around 1998 to 2000. All right, so they got to be close to 20 years old. There's one there. I just took that one down not too long ago, but there's another one up here on the pole, so I can actually scan the yard with it at night from inside the house. And I just turn the cameras on so I can see what's going on. And they still work good. Excelente. Excelente. Hunter, Bear. Wait a minute, I'm coming, buddy. I'm just looking for a piece of iron that I know I'm not going to find. I'm going to have to go to the iron shop there. Well, I call it an iron shop. Pick up some more plate steel. So I usually have shit laying around. This summer, once I get the yard cleaned up. Hey, buddy, how are you? How you doing? Huh? Nice out, huh? Yeah. Picked up a heater for their water so the water won't freeze. Alright, come on in. We'll find something there. There you go. Yeah, I know what you want. Yeah, I know what you want. Give me some duck. And don't let Mommy know I gave this to you, because then she won't give you any when she comes over. Even if I had a couple of good pieces, yeah, look at those allergies, huh? Even if I had a couple of, I used to, where the hell are they? Wait a minute, I may have, I'm sorry guys, I may have, no, I guess I don't. Shit, oh wait a minute, or do I? Let me see.